Hi everybody, Hellcracks here, and welcome to another Mercenary Thoughts from the Inner Sphere. And today we're going to be talking about the Falconer. 75 tons, Inner Sphere. It's a 585, so it does have some mobility. But that all comes at a cost. Yep. Kind of an interesting mech in some ways, and kind of a train wreck in another. All right, let's just delve into it. Yes, we already gave out all the pertinent stuff. Yes, it's a 585. It has XL engines. So, yeah, you're like, okay, so it's got XL engines in it, maxed out its armor, correct? No. Well, there's where it's coming down to it. But at least it has endosteel. So if you got endosteel, it's saving a bunch of tonnage to put towards something like armor. Okay. It does have 10 double heat sinks, which really isn't a bad deal with this mech because it really doesn't necessarily even need the 10 doubles. But it sure does make good use of it. Now, when I talk about armor, it has 192 points of armor? Or is that 187? Something like that. And yeah, this mech has a slight problem. It's like it's almost 4 tons short of maximum for its armor, so it does have some open spots where, well, let's just delve into it here. You look at the right torso, it takes 21 points, has 21 points of armor in the right torso, which is, you know, it could have 32. Yeah, it's like, well, I guess it has 28 all to get 29, so it isn't quite maxed out, but it could be. But you take a clan PPC or a Gauss rifle shot, and you're sitting there going, okay. You take an AC-20, it's still, hey, it's still got a point of armor left, but it's not quite exactly what you'd want. You know, it's like they rob it from one spot to put it into another, basically. You look at the legs and the arms and stuff, it's like you could have 24, it has 20 in the arms, which is kind of interesting because let's delve into the weapons loadout real quick here. Left arm, we have an ERPPC. Okay, yeah, we got some range with it. Does some decent damage with it. I'm not opposed to having an ERPPC. It's kind of bang for your buck. It has in the left torso 2 medium lasers. All right, okay, 2 medium lasers. Right arm. All right, now this is where it gets kind of interesting. We have a Gauss rifle in the right arm with 2 tons of ammo in the right torso with 2 medium lasers. And no case. Not that the case would really matter too much in this case. Is, when you have the ammo, well, it's not really ammo. It's like if you cook off the Gauss rifle, capacitors blow up. That's going to transfer right to the right torso in case really necessarily not going to help you much. The odds are if it does take out the torso, the mech's dead anyway. So because you got XL engines on board, and that's your 3 engine kill right there. But you would think that they would maybe put case on it, just protect the rest of the mech from the explosion. All right, then we have in the left and right leg, we have 2 jump jets and 1 in the center torso, where the 5 jump jets are located. Now, you'd think that a mech like this, they would try to add a little bit more armor to this thing. Especially, it's like, I look at it as like, okay, you got the arms. You could have 24 and you only have 20. That's 4 points. That 4 points can disappear really quick and that you wish you had. And then suddenly your Gauss rifle takes a big shot. And I think that is a big sticking factor in any case. Plus, you're looking at, a 75% chance? Almost 80% chance, I think, if you get a crit in the arm, you're going to hit the Gauss rifle. and it causes your 2 hits on the pilot and transfer all that damage right down probably into the right torso. And probably an engine kill most likely, because if you're already tearing the armor off or armor off the arm, most likely that torso armor is gone also, or almost gone. So you'd probably get with one shot, take out the complete mech. That's the only problem I have with this mech when it comes to the armor aspect of it. You know, I'd rather have stuff kind of maxed out myself. But in that case, then they'll probably be running around with like an LBX-10 instead of a Gauss rifle, and replace the Gauss rifle with another PPC for that matter. So yeah, there is that. Now, one good thing about it is a highly mobile mech. This mech actually could probably be used better in a urban environment. I've seen the mech on the battlefield a few times. I've never actually faced off against one, shot at one, or used one myself, but I knew that it was like it's on the other side of the board being used by somebody at one of the major games at like Gen Con or something. But they've seemed to be using it as a fire support mech, you know, because you got that Gauss rifle and that PPC, and they're not trying not to get it too close. So that's been my observation. Now, when this mech does get in close, now you can fire the PPC and the Gauss rifle and not worry about heating up. That's, and if you ran, you're looking at 18 heat, you can dissipate 20. So you're not worrying about heating up. The only time you're going to heat up this mech is if you fire the PPC, the Gauss rifle, and jump, then you're going to be heating up. So then, you know, you're looking at 3 to 5 heat when it pops in there with the Gauss rifle and PPC. So you're looking at 16, 21. So you can do that a few times and not worry about having any detriment when it comes to heat aspect slowing you down. Now, when you do get in close with this mech, it does have those 4 medium lasers, and I'd be more inclined probably to shut the PPC off and just use the 4 medium lasers up close and the Gauss rifle. Because why not use the Gauss rifle? And it's like, if they get too close, then yeah, obviously you have some minimum range. I might do a primary with the Gauss rifle at somebody that's still in short range, but outside the medium, and or the, what do you call it, the range penalty when it comes to a minimum range, and then maybe hit a closer target with the medium lasers. But this is a mech you would not want to fire the PPC, the Gauss rifle, and the medium lasers together, because, well, you're asking for yourself to be a little hot, needless to say. Now, I guess if your mech is about ready to die and you're like one last gasp and you know you're going to be dead, you might as well you might unleash it and then hope that, yeah, I've seen it before where individuals like, hey, everybody's targeting me, or they tore me down one turn, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, this mech's all tore up, and then they will fire everything they have. It's like thinking they're going to be wiped out, and it's like, oh no, they either all missed or they didn't target you. It's like, okay, so yeah, then they heated themselves up, but that doesn't happen very often. Now, there are a few, I think actually not a few, I think there's just one variant of this mech. This is during the Jihad era. This is the 9R. We have the 8R here. Now the 9R replaces the Gauss rifle and the PPC with a LBX cannon and a heavy PPC. Now, I can get behind the downgrading the Gauss rifle to an LBX-10 and then leaving it as a PPC and then that ER PPC, and maybe adding a bit of armor back on board to kick things back up. I would be more inclined to go that route, but this one, you know, they downgraded the LBX cannon and then added more heat sinks to it, also make up for the heavy PPC's heat profile. So I'm not really sure if that's really a good upgrade, to be honest. Now, overall, that is the Falconer. It's one of those mechs like, okay, my 2 cents worth is if you're a mercenary company and you happen to come across one of these things and you get gifted or you salvage one that's in good condition, you don't have to worry about rebuilding it. Well, I'd probably sell it and sell it to one of the houses or something and just like get it off your hands. Otherwise, you know, it's like, to me, it's not worth the effort of trying to keep it around. It's, you know, can be useful, but I just wouldn't want it to have, I'd rather have it actually just give me a standard Marauder that's been upgraded with an upgrade kit. And I'd be happier with that than I would with this thing. All right, so that's my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys like this one. So go ahead, the like button, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Hellcrex out.